I was watching what Damian Lillard has done over the course of the last week, and I thought to myself, that's the last guy in the world I want to play in the first round of the playoffs. And, of course, it's LeBron and the Lakers who get him. How dangerous is that series?
Well, he's really dangerous. And I think if they had Ariza who opted out for family reasons, I think it would be much more dangerous because then they would have a legitimate matchup for James. Right now, their choices are Carmelo, who is basically a four-man, and Zach Collins, who's a five-man. Gary Trent is, a little light. The two guards are smaller. So I know it's in vogue to say that they're going to present a lot of danger, and I think Portland's players are good, but I think there's a bigger chance that Portland gets swept than they win the series.
Okay. That's an interesting perspective on it. The opposite of what I was thinking, but I will go with what you think because you know more about this than I'll ever know. Next question then. If the Lakers are going to win the whole thing this year, what is Anthony Davis going to have to be?
Well, he's going to have to be obviously great because offensively they have limited options. And if I was a team playing against them, every time Anthony Davis caught it in that 12 to 15-foot area just off the post and faced up, I'm going to double him. And I'm going to ask the other Laker players to have to make shots and significant shots down the stretch of games. I'm not going to allow him to play one-on-one because he's the type of guy, he and James, if allowed to, can, carry them to series wins. And so I would just try to make other guys have to be great.
Yeah, they've been my pick since before it started. I won't give up on it. Over on the other side, the Bucks are a prohibitive favorite everywhere you look. If not them in the East, who is it? Who is the biggest threat to Giannis in the Eastern Conference?
Toronto. Last year, Toronto in the regular season, I think, was 17-5 without Leonard. And they bring back a talented, together, and tough team. They play with intelligence. They play with great harmony. I just think they're a terrific, terrific team that has been overlooked because they lost a superstar. But when you look back into the regular season last year, they played better record-wise without Leonard than they played with him.
And so we'll see. They had the same record actually going into the bubble that they had at the same number of games last year. Really quickly, because I need to figure out the timing here and save much more time for the next time we're together. But I just wanted to ask you, what's it been like down there doing these games, being in that bubble, being around this? How would you describe what the environment is like for all of us who are watching it from the outside?
So the player bubble is much more restrictive than the media bubble. The media bubble, we only get tested twice a week, and it's more of an on your honor type of thing. Whereas the player bubble, team bubble, referee bubble, much more restrictive. So what they have to endure mentally and for how long is a tremendous sacrifice that I really admire all those people who have done it without complaint because it can get very monotonous in either bubble, eating the same food day in, day out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.